Hi VC, finally time for a new update. It's been a while. I've been on vacation, found some really good things. Well, let's just get going. Playing in the background, Defcon on Retrospect Records. Some demos and from 1889 to 91. Really good melodic hard rock, hair glam metal. And now to the vinyl. First one, Swedish band In Flames, Siren Charms. This was a cheap buy from work. Modern melodic metal. Another cheap buy, Queensryche, the black on black edition, 180 gram colored vinyl. It's on red vinyl. Great album. So now I have an original and this reissue. And the Grail has been crossed off. Motley Crue. 1994 with John Corabi from The Scream on vocals. Really heavy, great album. I finally got this album on vinyl. And an online buy. Delane, April Rain. Not easy to get on vinyl. This is from 2009. Won it at a Swedish auction. Gothic symphonic metal from the Netherlands. And there was a sale going on, so I found some really cheap Tigers Pantang, The Cage. Still have the sticker, but I have to get rid of that. Finally found the first album by White Cross, a Christian metal band. Also good prices on these. The US version of UFO Ain't Misbehaving, with a different cover. The EP, 6-song EP. And Rose Tattoo, Southern Stars. Australian boogie hard rock band. If you like AC/DC, you'll dig these. And a compilation for my wife. Final countdown, the best of soft metal. Double album. It says, of course, Europe. Alice Cooper, Bruce Dickinson, David Lee Roth, Foreigner, Richard Max, Mr. Journey, Boston, Bryan Adams, Great White. A little bit of everything. This I got from work. I had to have this Danish prog power metal album. As you can see, strictly limited to 500 copies. And this is Pyramace, Disciples of the Sun. This is their, I think it's their 4th album. Great melodic prog, amazing vocals, new vocalist, a Norwegian guy, and produced by Jakob Hansen. And now to all the stuff I found in Sweden. Some really good stuff I found here. The first one, Swedish band Fortune, Making Gold. an album from 1992. If I should compare it to something, it would maybe be the Malmsteen Eclipse album from 1990. Have much of the same softer melodic hard rock sound. Yeah. And I found a Japanese praying mantis, Predator in Disguise, only released on vinyl in Japan. So amazing find with this album. So great to have this. And another Swedish band, Motherload, The Sanctuary. They all also look like Swedes. From 1988. Love the artwork. And a UK hard rock hair glam metal band. This is an EP, Landslide, Bad Reputation, from 1989. I think so. Self-released. Haven't listened to this yet, but will do. Couldn't let it go. The next one, Sword, Sweet Dreams, Canadian band. Sword, melodic heavy metal, power metal. I had their first album, but I didn't have their second album, so finally found that one. Love vocals on these. Next one, Nevada Beach, Zero Day. Sleazy hard rock from 1990. Metal Blade Records. And this is on Music for Nations. And I found the soundtrack to Dudes. This has, of course, songs by Keel, Megadeth, Steve Vai, Wasp, James Dixon, Lebanon. A lot of great songs on that one. Found it cheap, so. And maybe this is maybe the most I've ever paid for a record. The next one here. This is really rare, and I really wanted it. It's an amazing album, and I found one sealed. This is Razor Made, First Cut. American Private Press from 1987. Still sealed. So, don't know when I'm gonna open it, but I know the album, so. And I know you have music to listen to it, but this is so expensive, so I don't know, something about not opening it, or I don't know what to do. Maybe you can tell me. And Helter Skelter, welcome to the world of Helter Skelter. This is also glam, German glam metal. Finally found a good copy of Great White Shot in the Dark. A good price there. And another US band, Money, Trust Me. This is from 1984. some instrumental hard rock, Michael Lee Firkins, 1990. And the soundtrack to Karate Kid 3. And I actually only bought this because of one song. And this is Out for the Court by Winger. It's only released on this soundtrack, so I had to get it. And it was a good price, so why not? And the German metal band Railway. This is called Climax from 1987. And the German melodic hard rock album Perfect Crime, Blonde on Blonde. Female vocalists, much in the vein of Lee Aaron, Lee Ford, that sort of thing, but with a Scandinavian twist, but still hard rocky. Not easy to get by. This is from 1990. Was only released in Norway on vinyl and wasn't a big hit. So. And I think it's the fourth album by this Even Ruth. One Size Fits All. Also a great hard rock album. 1989. This is really good. And I also bought a couple of new vinyl. These albums was released on CD about 10 years ago, and this year it was released on vinyl, so had to get them. And it's also limited to 500 copies each. This is Nocturnal Rites, New World Messiah. I think they've heard White Snake. Nocturnal Rites, Grand Illusion. These two are power metal albums. Great melodies, great vocalists. And the last one I got today. So this is the soundtrack to The Last Action Hero. This is a Korean pressing, has gold here. I love the soundtrack. One song is missing on the soundtrack. If you compare it to what the soundtrack should be, one band is missing here, and this is it's Cypress Hill. So I don't care about Cypress Hill, so I got the album without that track. Cock the Hammer, I think it's called. So yeah, the last one. Finally did the update. Remember, Defcon. Some really great songs in this, great melodies, great 80s hard rock, almost metal sometimes, really heavy. And remember, it's only demo, so really good sound. Yep. See you soon and hope to see some comments. Bye.